What is up, Hardcore Nation? It's Hardcore Christopher here, and it seems that some chick by the name of Indiana Frost, whoever she is, well, she's apparently a host of G4. Now, G4 was a network, and it like stopped airing in like 2013, 2014, something like that. And so they bring it back, and this happened on Twitter, not Twitter, but this happened on Twitch of all things, where this lady, all due respect to her, this video is titled Frost Takes on Treatment of Women in Gaming. In parentheses, must watch. Well, I'm gonna watch it. And I'm gonna be pausing throughout to give you my thoughts. So, let's hear what Frost has to say about the treatment of women in gaming, shall we?
And my gaming grievance was actually going to be about Red Dead Online. So the subreddit for Red Dead Online, I'm a huge Red Dead Online player. I love Red Dead Redemption 2. I think it's probably my favorite game of all time. And right now, the Red Dead Online community are trying to get this hashtag going called Save Red Dead Online. And they've got it covered by Kotaku, Polygon, Game Rants, like Forbes, I think, also did a coverage of it. And they think that this will get Rockstar's attention.
Okay, so far she's talking about Red Dead Online, which makes sense. I mean, G4 covers video games, covers the gaming industry, right? So what she's doing right now is, it makes sense. I do own Red Dead Redemption 2. Haven't played it in... I've only played it like twice. So I haven't even made it through the story yet. I haven't played it in a long time.
And Rockstar will come back to them and give them exactly what they want. And we can actually scroll this down. I'll tell you when to stop scrolling. Good. Stop right there. But I'm here to tell you, and you're going to have to cut this B-roll in a second, because it's done. And what I do think that there is a larger discussion about Red Dead Online, and that we need to...
Frost, where are you going? Where are you going with this? You were doing such a great job. You were doing such a great job. Wait. Why is nobody clapping? Could you go back to Red Dead Online, please? Because, you did say your gaming grievance was going to be on Red Dead Online, which makes sense. So, where in the world are you going with this?
Have eventually about game design versus immersive experience and comparing the Red Dead Online multiplayer experience versus the solo player one. But I actually want to talk about something so much more important than Red Dead Online. Sexism in gaming. In joining G4...
There's the claps I was looking for. But it's for the wrong reason. Why is she being applauded for just saying, there's something I want to talk about more than Red Dead Online. Screw that we are a video game Twitch channel, a video game YouTube channel, which is, well, which is being hated. Their subreddit is being monetized. Their subreddit is being absolutely tore to shreds because they like to have an all-seeing eye, which means that if you say anything bad about G4, they just downright block you or. But wait, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Let's see what this woman has to say. So, Indiana Frost, do your worst.
This is not where I thought we were going, but I'm here.
They had
I'm
no
here.
idea.
I'm listening. Yeah.
In joining G4, I was ecstatic to be part of something that I grew up watching as a child. But every time
Then why aren't you ecstatic? I mean, you're living your girl. Yeah, it would be your girlhood dream. You are on X-Play. So why aren't you ecstatic?
G4 is brought up in various channels. Even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us. I can see you. Without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous hosts.
Just for the sake of argument, yes, the other two hosts, well, the other host before you was not, don't get me wrong, and I know how weird this is, I know how this is going to sound, but whether you like it or not, sex sells. What do I mean by that? You know, Sonic had these commercials out quite a while ago where there would be girls. Well, excuse me. Let me use the proper pronunciation. There would be women in bikinis, in the sun, on a car, eating a Sonic burger. Okay. Continue, please. You're full of insight.
It's somehow...
Talk to him, Frost!
Okay. The guy beside her isn't helping. He's motivating her, but he's motivating her to do the wrong thing.
It has somehow been expected that you can talk about how much you jerked off to women as a compliment.
Okay, your point is yes. Yes. Men do, in your terms, they do jack off to women. Women also do the same thing to themselves when they see a man. Sometimes. And yes, is it sick? Absolutely. But they're still going to do it. You can tell them not to do something until you are blue in the face. And it's not going to change a darn thing. Let's continue.
It's not a compliment.
It's weird, yes. But it's commonplace in our society.
Dehumanizing, and it's weird. Women do not exist to be nice on the...
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Gotta cut you off again. Wait.
Eyes for you. Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
Okay, that's factually wrong, and everybody knows it. Yes. The two women that she named by name, well, by their names, they were hot, but they also knew what they were talking about. You see where I'm going with this? They knew. They knew what they were talking about. And, you know, they were in Maxim magazine of all things. And do you think they got there just because they were playing video games? No. They got there because, well, they look hot. Let's continue. Again, why is everyone applauding? I do not see why they are applauding. I don't get it. It's like, yeah, you're completely destroying us after we worked so hard to bring us back. Wait. And I agree with everything you say. No one's going to say anything? Really? No one's going to say anything? They've also doubled down on this. It's not like they said, oh, we're sorry. No. They say that what? They say, screw you guys. I think there's a point coming up here.
Hey, she cooking, y'all.
And that's just obvious sexism. You don't need to explicitly objectify women or declare that you hate women to be sexist.
You don't? Okay, so wait a minute. I don't... So wait, are you saying that if I think... If I have a thought that says, well, I really don't like her, I'm sexist? Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that sexism is a real thing and is a real issue. But Indiana Frost is just going about this the wrong way, in my opinion. Let's continue on.
Just go ahead and check out Thorne's latest meltdown on Twitter for some spark notes. Now, here at XPlay, our reviews are written and produced by a team of people. There are too many games for one person to shoulder the burden.
But you're covering older games. Why are you cutting yourself so thin? What? Newer games, I understand, because every new release, you know, a review has to be written down, first impressions have to be written down, everything like that. But it's older games you guys are covering. So there's no reason to stretch yourself so thin.
So we divide and conquer. And when we use language like we or I, that's the reviewer. That's coming from the mouth and experience of the reviewer reading that review. And that's not to say that Gerard, TBH, Adam, or myself don't contribute to the reviews. We absolutely do. But it'll always be in varying degrees and take a whole team behind us. That's why we're X-Play and not Adam Play. We have done the experiment and controlled for the variables. Adam will read a script written. That's why we're X-Play and not Adam Play. We have done the experiment and...
Everybody, this is Adam Sessler, the creator of X-Play, who also wished his family dead. Well, that sounds wrong. That sounds wrong. He's also said that all Republicans drink urine and they don't know what they're talking about, which could... Wait. Why is he clapping like... Why is he clapping like a seal? What? Why?
Controlled for the variables. Adam will read a script written by the same writer that I will read the other half of the script for, but I'll be the one flamed. And yeah, it also happens to Gerard and TBH, but that doesn't discount the sexism of how it happens to me when it does.
Maybe it's because you don't know what you're talking about.
Both things can be true.
And no, you cannot play the gender card because, look, I understand, all right? I understand. Like I said before, I understand that sexism is real. I understand that, and I also understand that that's a big deal. But, again, this is the wrong way to go about it. I'll talk about this later on, but she is reprimanding the fans of not only G4 but X-Play by saying you guys flame me all the time. Here's the thing. You cannot read minds, Frost. You can't. You don't know. May not be the reason. They just may not like you. There's a varied amount of things that could be going through a person's mind. They could have just had a bad day and typed something in the chat and entered it, and that. Let's continue.
That there is a general hatred of any change that isn't Adam, and that all receive special flame.
That's because Adam is G4, Adam is X-Play. You're not G4 and X-Play. I will get to that in a little bit.
Just for being a woman. And I wish...
Again, how do you know that? Like, I'm trying to understand where you're coming from, but you're a video game channel. Why are you going on an activist sexism rant when sexism doesn't have anything to do with this? I'm not a sexist. I don't have sexism. You know, perfect example. It was a short time, but I would play Grand Theft Auto 5 online, and I happened to have a friend on Xbox Live who had met another friend who had met somebody else, and we all three played together, and the third person opened their mic, and it was a woman. Guess what? I didn't leave that session just because a woman wanted to play. I actually liked it. So, continue.
I could turn the camera around so that you could see the incredible team that make XPlay. Half of our producers and writers are women.
Yeah. Half of our producers are women. With all due respect to your producers, I don't care that half of them are women.
Emily, Abby, Megan, Joe, Jake, Zipper, Gabby. It goes on and on and on. Former writers that are now on ATOS like Vanessa. When you're in our DMs or on those YouTube comments or in Twitch chat right now, those reactionary threads thinking that I'm somehow ruining your current XPlay experience because you can't objectify me how you previously did to
Again, you don't know that. Of course people are going to be objective. Of course they're going to try to objectify you. This is the freaking internet. And do you really think that everybody on the internet is going to agree with you? 99.9% of people are going to have a problem with what another person says on the internet.
Oregon, or that I'm somehow less qualified to speak on something, but you can't quite put your finger on why.
Once you have a dead alligator in the boat and the sun's beating on
I
you're gonna have to move.
I don't know. Are you less qualified? I have no freaking clue. Are you an attractive woman? I have no idea. But I do know this. You can't and you won't be able to survive like this.
Even though I'm reading the exact same script as Adam, but you have no problem with he's part of it, you're letting your unconscious biases.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, or snicker, or smirk. But I understand something. I don't have a problem if Adam reads the first half of the script, and I definitely don't have a problem if Indiana Frost reads the other half. What I have a problem with is what she's doing right now.
Ruin my day, and you're gatekeeping the gaming space. So maybe.
Did she say space? Come on.
on reading the exact same script as Adam, but you have no problem with he's part of it. You're letting your unconscious biases
I don't have an unconscious bias.
ruin my day, and you're gatekeeping the gaming space. So
She said space instead of space. Maybe she said space.
maybe for 2022, we'd be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the
Yeah. maybe for every. Hold on. Continue your thought, Indiana Frost. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I really didn't.
fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
Okay. That's the entire rant. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace. Boy, someone really must have did something to make her upset. She's upset. Well, she's upset. Wait, why is she upset? Because she's a woman and she keeps on getting flamed in the Twitch chat and the YouTube comments. You want to know something? Welcome to the internet. Everyone. Well, not everyone, but people flame. People have nasty things to say about people all the dang time. And I said earlier, I know this. You won't be able to survive like this. What I mean by that is G4 has opened up the floodgates. X-Play has opened up the floodgates. Because when I know exactly where I'm coming from, because I used to do this too. I used to give the trolls plenty of time. And I was giving them exactly what they wanted. I was giving them their 15 minutes of fame. But with this rant that came out of nowhere and that doesn't have any place in the situation that they were going to talk about, which was Red Dead Online. Here's the thing. You want to know what people are going to do? They're going to keep on watching, and they're going to keep on, in your words, flaming you, because that's the society we live in. Now, Indiana Frost, whether she knows it or not, is representing a brand. She's a brand representative. Whether it be X-Play, whether it be G4, whether it be... whether it be any business. G4 is basically dead at this point. There's no reason for G4 to be around. And this isn't helping matters. Because you've made a lot of people upset, which in turn is going to make every single... Well, unless hardcore fans who have been with G4 since the beginning, they're going to watch. But they're not going to watch. But if a new, let's say someone is just looking for something on Twitch to watch and they happen upon this, they're going to turn it off because they don't want to hear it. So you've opened up the floodgates. I said that before. They're going to absolutely mess with you because they know they can get underneath your skin. And that's exactly what has happened. G4, I hope you're ready. Because your prime days are gone. And I also hope you're ready for the flood of hate that's coming. I'm Hardcore Christopher. Keep it hardcore, everyone.